Good afternoon, lacrosse fans, and welcome to Andre Reed Stadium for today's women's collegiate lacrosse game between your Kutztown University Golden Bears and the number 22 nationally ranked Grand Valley State Lakers. Darren Yergin bringing you all the action here live from Andre Reed Stadium. Just about set to get started here, and we could run down the starting lineups while they do the same over the PA here at Andre Reed. For Kutztown first, we get a defender, number 2, Megan Vaughn. At attack, number 3, Madison Carlucci. Midfield, number 4, Destiny Watkins. Midfield, number 6, Emily Lieb. Midfielder, number 7, Devin Fitzpatrick. Defender, number 10, Amanda Layman. Attacker, number 14, Sarah Gabriel. Midfielder, number 15, Lauren Schmidt. Defender, number 22, Shannon Darcy. Attacker, number 23, Michaela Bowman. And midfielder, number 29, Emily Smith. In goal for the Golden Bears, number 31, Haley Klein. Golden Bears are coached in her first season by Jackie Stezzi. She is assisted by Kristen McGrath. And now for the Lakers, it is their first game of the season. KU comes into this one with a 2-0 record, but for the Lakers, first game of the year. Midfielder number 2, Elizabeth Grisco getting the start today, along with midfielder number 3, Erica Newman. At attacks, number 6, Ashley Bailey. Number 9, Bailey Ellsworth. Number 15, Megan Lloyd. And at midfield, number 18, Megan DeTema. At defender, number 19, Amy Height. Midfielder, number 25, Carly Schisler. Midfielder, number 26, Katie Tomlinson. Defender, number 29, Adriana Smith. Midfielder, number 40, Abby O'Neill. And in goal for Grand Valley State, their backup goalkeeper from last season, getting the start today, number 36, Brianna D'Amelia. And the Lakers, coached by Alicia Groveston, assisted by Rachel Ward and Chelsea Bishop. So starting lineups going on down there on the field, and we're just about set underway. Just a little preview of this one. So Lakers last season, an 8-9 record, and you may say, oh, that's pretty average, but 7 of those losses came to team ranked in the top 25. So definitely a team that's used to playing high competition. And for KU, after winning its first 2 games, they are really going to have to turn it up today to get a positive result. But we're going to turn it over to the national anthem here and be right back on the Golden Bear Network. All right, so we're back in action as the final pregame formalities take place, and we will get underway here from Andre Reed Stadium. But just talk a little bit about what KU has done thus far this season. 2 big wins here at home on 2 pretty good days. The women's lacrosse team, especially for games in late February and early March, have been certainly lucky with the weather, and another pretty good day. Windy out there today, but decent temperatures, no rain, and overall, a pretty good day for lacrosse, but KU getting a 15-3 win in its season opener against Holy Family, and a 19-6 win. And that was last Saturday on February 24th, a 19-6 win over Jefferson. But like we said, today is going to be a step up in competition for the Golden Bears. And Coach Jackie Stezzi talks about a new era of Kutztown University lacrosse. And so far, so good for Coach Stezzi. 2 games, 2 wins, and convincingly so in both. But today really is going to be kind of a test of where this team has come and possibly where it's going this season. When you look down the top 25, definitely some tough opponents that KU will be playing in conference season. Number 8, East Stroudsburg, along with number 15, Westchester, 18, IUP, and number 17, Mercyhurst. So 4 PSAC teams in the top 25. And for KU, they just want to look to be competitive in today's game. Sure, you'd love to come out of it with a win, but if you can keep it close against a team that's nationally ranked and give yourself a chance towards the end of the game, that's all you can ask for the Golden Bears, who are certainly hungry for a win and have been scoring at a pretty impressive clip, averaging about 17 goals per game in their first two. On offense, they've been led by Michaela Bowman. 7 goals for Bowman thus far in the 2 games. Sarah Gabriel with 5 for Carlucci, 4 for Watkins, and 4 for Smith. Haley Klein has done an excellent job in net. Worked the last game and did some stat stuff in the last game for Jefferson. And while it was a 19-6 win, Klein did a great job between the pipes, and she will look to continue that today. 4.5 goals against average, 2-0 record, and 13 saves for Klein. So we're just about set underway. Draw control out there. And a little scramble for it, but it looks like the Lakers are going to pick it up, and that's number 18 there, Megan DeTema, who controlled, and quickly into the offensive end are the Lakers. Ball behind the net, and they'll work it back out top. Drives to goal. That's 15 there, Megan Lloyd. Lloyd works over to the far side. Good cut into the middle, and, boy, a lot of contact on the inside, and that is certainly going to be a free position. That was number 22, Shannon Darcy. That is one way to make sure that the Lakers won't put the ball in the net as she runs over number 25, Carly Schisler. But Schisler going to have a free position opportunity here early. Schisler goes to the net. Bounce shot up and good. So the Lakers on the board here early on their first offensive possession. And Grand Valley State takes the 1-0 lead. Obviously, this being their first game, Schisler with her first goal of the season. So, yeah, that's going to have to be something to watch out for today. GVSU, an excellent team, able to work the ball around with ease. And on the offensive end, KU might be giving up a lot. And it's really going to come down to not taking those penalties in the free position area, as Haley Klein's going to have a tough task to face if she's facing a lot of those one-on-ones that happen with the free position. Draw control out at midfield and back underway. About 30 seconds in, and Grand Valley State with the lead. But KU able to get the draw control. That is number 29, Emily Smith with it. Smith moves it in to the attacking area, and KU is in business in the offensive zone. Behind the net, that's Gabriel with it. Working back at the X spot behind the cage. Back up top. KU going to work for possession here. Little miscue there, but now Bowman with it. Bowman drives towards the net. On the right hand, has a little bit of space. Good job by the Lakers to keep her from penetrating. And she'll dump off to Carlucci behind the net. Carlucci working it around. And now that's Smith with it. Smith to the net. Good shot, but a little wide. It might have taken a deflection on the inside. Goalkeeper back there, Brianna D'Amelia, picks it up. But a good offensive possession there for KU. They got themselves a good look and almost able to force the turnover here on the clear. They will play on, and that's Erica Newman, who for a moment lost it out of bounds, but is able to complete the clear, and the Lakers are on the run. And work the ball behind and look to possess. Obviously, this year, with the new shot clock in place, 75-second shot clock for the teams, or it's a 90-second shot clock for the teams as soon as they get the ball, and that certainly will help, especially in games where teams have been able to kind of hold the ball towards the end of the game. That'll help in kind of evening the playing field. Good spin move there. That's number 40, Abby O'Neill. Took a shot, and it looks like they're going to say reset the shot clock after that. So back to 90 seconds for Grand Valley State. Good job there by Klein to turn the shot away of O'Neill. O'Neill working to the near side. Driving towards goal. Good defense there. Looks like that was number 10, Amanda Layman, keeping the Lakers out. O'Neill with the shot, saved by Klein, and she'll come out of her crease to grab it. She's got to get rid of it quick, as looks like a turnover, and she's way out of the net. But a foul going to be called there. Looks like maybe a slash on the Lakers, or actually they're going to say it's a slash on Klein. They're going to reset here. So the Lakers with the ball in their offensive end. It looked like Kutztown did not know the penalty was going to go on Grand Valley State. They've got some numbers. Dump off pass, does not find number 25, Schisler, in the middle, and the Lakers going to work it around once again. Inside, back up top. And on the far side, Abby O'Neill has had a lot of possession so far, number 40 for the Lakers. Done a nice job feeding. Great 1-2-3 pass there. So it went from O'Neill, and then that was Ellsworth, and finished off there by the Lakers on the one-timers. So quickly, Grand Valley State takes a 2-0 lead as the stick check, and it's good. So that's Ellsworth with the goal, her first. Or it looks like it went from Ellsworth to Newman, so it was hard to see the number out there. So that's Newman, number 3, gets her first goal of the season. And this is what KU wanted to avoid headed into this one. You're less than 4 minutes into the game and already down 2-0. Got to find a way to get another good offensive possession like you did your first time down. Some big draw control here for Megan Lloyd and Lauren Schmidt as KU needs to come away with this one and try to get itself on the board. 26:44 left here in the first half. And number 22, Grand Valley State with the 2-0 lead. Draw control out. Scramble for it. For a moment, it looked like, and yes, she will. Carly Schizler picks it up. Good pressure applied there by Watkins. But Schizler able to get it, and looks like they're going to call it back. So Grand Valley State retains the ball, and a quick reset as they look to move it forward. Long pass there. And for a moment, missed Height, but she was able to get a stick on it to keep it in bounds. Looking to move it into the offensive end. Height goes to the far side. Erica Newman with it. Newman carrying into the middle. A one-on-one. She looks for the dodge, but back out top as Newman will look to reset. Again, Grand Valley State able to win that draw control. And now KU's got to find a way to turn them away on the defensive end as they've scored on both of their offensive possessions thus far. At 6 behind the net with it, Ashley Bailey, and back out top. Grand Valley State really passing the ball around well, and it's keeping that KU defense on its toes. Good check on the inside as looked like Abby O'Neill lost it, and Watkins is going to come away with it. Having trouble picking it up, but she continues to race and push it forward, and she will actually pick it up, get the clear on her own. So Destiny Watkins doing it herself, as now she's going to look to play it off. Watkins, great job there to be alert of when the ball was knocked out and then picks it up and sprints the length of the field as KU not only gets a defensive stop but now is in business on the offensive end. Bowman, one-on-one up top. Great defense there by Schizler. And it looks like the one-on-one today is not going to work for the Kutztown offense. They're going to have to try to work it around as Bowman is seeing a lot of attention out there. She was facing a triple team, and it's going to have to be kind of take a page out of the Lakers' books. They were able to work the ball around very well in the offensive end, and that's how they've scored both of their goals thus far. KU might have to do the same as, again, penetration there from Smith, but she's sent back. Penetration from Smith, shot, and saved right into the goalkeeper's stick as Brianna D'Amelia picks up her first save of the day. So another good opportunity. Smith had a little bit of space there. But again, it's going to be about working that ball around on the offensive end. The one-on-one game, not only does it give a good angle for the goalie, but it allows the defense to set up. Nobody on number 6, Ashley Bailey, as she's taking it all the way to the net, works behind. Shot there and just wide. It might have gone off the stick of Klein. But that is Devin Fitzpatrick picking it up in her own defensive end, looking to move forward. Fitzpatrick finds Schmidt. Schmidt at midfield with a wayward pass, though, and that one's stolen away easily by Newman. Newman now on the run. Lakers have numbers. KU defense going to have to get back as the only one back there in the defensive end right now, Shannon Darcy. Good pass across the crease. Klein comes out to make the play, and the scramble for it. Looks like that's Amanda Layman that comes out with it. Layman with nobody in front of her, and she can complete the clear attempt and will as she gets it into the offensive end, and the defender Layman now looking to get rid of it. Layman dumps off there for Lieb, so a good job by KU to kind of bend but don't break there on the last two defensive possessions. Last two possessions on offense for Grand Valley State. They were in the zone, and they had a couple good looks, but no dice for the Lakers there, and KU really needs to get on the board now. It looks like that's number 28 for KU, so Allison McCormick checked in. Scramble for it, but it rolls right to D'Amelia as KU trying to work a little 1-2 action there, but Gabriel could not get on the end of that pass. Foul called back there. It looked like a pretty good defensive play, but a foul called, and the Lakers moving it forward. Good passing here from Grand Valley State as they get it all the way in to the offensive zone. That's number 9 there, Bailey Ellsworth, the senior from Okemos, Michigan, with the ball. The Lakers out of Michigan making their way east here for what's a spring break trip. So they obviously spring break a week earlier for Grand Valley State. And great pass there and finish. What a quick stick action there. So that's 9-3, Ellsworth to Newman. Believe that's the second time we've seen that here in the first half. And it's 3-0 Grand Valley State. So again, on the offensive end, Grand Valley State just very efficient with the ball. Passes, it's not like there's a lot of Lakers running wide open in the offensive end, but when the passes are on the money, like they were on that play, not much the goalkeeper, Klein, can do about it, or frankly, really the Kutztown defense. It's got to be the offense to get it going to keep this game close. We've seen the defense force a few stops in their own end, but now down 3-0, KU's got to find a way to get itself on the board. Big draw control here. Looks like that's Sarah Staggard, the Grand Valley State player, but a local product, 5'9" sophomore from Allentown, PA, by way of Parkland High School, out there on the draw control. Picked up there for KU by the recently subbed in Allison McCormick. McCormick finds Smith. Smith on the far side. Smith's got a lot of space. She wants it. Now draws the triple team and can't get rid of it, but a foul there on the Lakers as KU will reset. KU looking to get it into its own offensive zone. Pass there went from Lieb, and it looks like there's going to be a foul called on KU and a reset for Grand Valley State. We'll see what the final call is there. Yeah, nice pass from Lieb to McCormick, but McCormick could not find her footing in the offensive end, tripped and lost the ball. So it'll go back over to the Lakers. Yeah, as I was saying before, though, Grand Valley State, this their first game of the season. They'll be playing some pretty stiff competition in their next 2 games, which will be down in Maryland, but kind of a collegiate showcase tournament. They're going against number 12, Regis, and number 4, Lemoyne. Back up top, that's Staggard with it. Working to the far side. Good pass on the inside. Good defense there. That's number 22 for KU, Shannon Darcy, knocking it away for a moment, but it somehow pops up right back into the Lakers' stick. Lakers behind the goal, looking for that give and go. They've been great with their feeds all day so far and have gotten some easy shots, and it looks like a penalty called, so that's going to be a free position now taken by Megan Lloyd, the senior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Lloyd scored 27 goals last season, and the Lakers really just with an outstanding cast of returners. DeTamo with 44 goals last year. O'Neal with 34. Shot there by Lloyd. Bouncer goes wide. But first to it is number 6 behind the net there for GVSU, Ashley Bailey. And they retain possession. Good move there by O'Neal. She's inside, and it looked like an advantage was called there for a moment. Saved by Klein. So Lloyd, with the flag thrown, is going to have the opportunity at a free position of her own. Actually, that's going to be O'Neal. So O'Neal had scored 34 goals last year. Schizler with 19, 17 for Staggard, Megan Lloyd with 27. So really, all the big guns on the GVSU offense coming back for another year, and that has a lot to do with their national ranking and also a lot to do with their success today. Shot there, saved by Klein. Grand Valley State going to retain possession behind the goal as it caroms off Klein, but they are the first to the end line. Good denial there by KU, back out top. And now that's Abby O'Neal with it. O'Neal works to the far side. Looking for that cut to the middle. It looked like that was number 8, Elizabeth Yeomans, sophomore from Adamstown, Maryland, who tried to make the cut, but KU turned it away. But really, Grand Valley State has just been enjoying a lot of possession here. Another save by Klein, and KU out with it. That's number 10, Amanda Layman, and the junior from York is absolutely busting it down the line, but she's not able to retain possession. She'll come back up with it and try to reverse field, And a foul now called as Layman will be able to reset. Actually, yeah, so foul called, Layman resets and works it over to Megan Vaughn as KU switches the field well and will complete the clear attempt. Into the zone quickly, that's number 15, Lauren Schmidt with it. Schmidt towards the net, and the shot just wide left. Carlucci in the back there to get it going, and now that's Bowman with it on the far side. So KU's gotten a couple good chances here early on. Just because it's down 3-0 doesn't mean it's been all a one-sided game. They've been able to make some stops on the defensive end, get some opportunities on offense, but haven't been able to cash in. Lead back over. A lot of play out top. Like to see KU get that ball behind the net and work for some give and goes. Gabriel into the zone. Good pass there and a bounce shot goal for Allison McCormick. So much better ball movement there on the offensive end. Gabriel finds McCormick, and just like that, KU's on the board. McCormick, the freshman from West Deptford, New Jersey, gets the goal. And for McCormick, that is her 4th of the season. And Gabriel, that is her team-leading 6th assist. So that's exactly what you want if you're KU. You staved off a few good opportunities for Grand Valley State here in the last 5 or so minutes, and you get the big goal on the offensive end. 3-1 the score as we have about 18:58 left here in the first half. Little bit over 3 minutes till we reach the halfway mark. So we'll see if KU can now use that momentum. Lauren Schmidt out there to take the draw control again. Schmidt on the draw control, nearly picked up there by McCormick, and she's able to get it. And she's going to look to reverse field. Nice job by McCormick. McCormick, ever since she subbed in, has provided some great energy for the maroon and gold today in their white jerseys, maroon numbers, and was able to get her 4th goal of the season there in that last possession. A foul called as KU moves into the offensive end. That's Destiny Watkins. Watkins has a lane to goal. She's going to go all the way. Shot ripped into the back of the net. And just like that, KU only down 1. So that's how the game of lacrosse can go. If you can get possession and you can get some opportunities on the offensive end, you'll see teams score 3-4 goals in a row, as we saw Grand Valley score the first 3. And now you see KU fight back with 2 of its own. And again, exactly what the doctor ordered for Jackie Stezzi here in what looked like the game might get out of hand, down 3-0 early. But you're back in it, and now the way your defense has been playing and the way Klein's been playing in between the pipes, this one should be a dogfight for the rest of it. Watkins, her 5th goal of the season, unassisted, and an alert play by Destiny there. As soon as the referee blew the whistle, she knew it was the automatic restart, and she simply just beat all the Lakers back into their defensive end and was able to come away with the goal. Good shot there by Watkins, high and in to the right corner. Penalty there on KU on the draw control. Lakers into their offensive end. Quick work there. And, boy, luckily for KU, it was Megan DeTema that could not handle it. The senior from Rockford, Maryland, as another good pass was made inside. And Ellsworth with an excellent feed on that play. Long run here, and that's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen Layman come all the way upfield to complete the clear. And she's looked comfortable with the ball, even in the offensive end. Dished off to Bowman. Bowman with 7 goals this year, including 5 in her last game against Jefferson, like we mentioned, the 19-6 win for KU. And Bowman with the team leading 5 goals, but I believe 3 other Golden Bears also had hat tricks. The turnover there. Pass could not find Emily Lieb, who was cutting towards the near side post, and the Lakers will retake control. Just over 17 minutes left here in the first half. Your score, number 22, Grand Valley State 3 and KU 2. Good pressure applied here at midfield. Not much place to go for Katie Tomlinson, but she's able to weather that double team and get rid of it, as now that's Bailey Ellsworth moving it into the offensive end. Ellsworth back behind the net. Again, looking for that feed inside, quick stick, and that's how you draw it up every time. So that has really come to bite KU really a lot on defense early on, and they're going to have to find a way to stop that. You simply can't have the ball behind at X and cutters streaking wide open in front of the goal. There's nothing Haley Klein can do about that. We've seen Klein make some big saves on one-on-one opportunities, but on those give and go, quick stick type opportunities, you don't expect your goalie to save those. And I think that's what Coach Stezzi is going to be talking to our team about here, as a timeout has been taken on the field with 16:54 left here in the first half. It's just a way to try to prevent those feeds from going inside. But we're going to take a little break here, and we'll be right back after the timeout with the score here from Andre Reed Stadium. 16:54 left in the first half. Grand Valley State 4 and KU 2. All right, teams both returning to the field. 16:54 left here in the first half. Back on the Golden Bear Network, Darren Jurgen bringing you all the action here today of Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse against number 22 Grand Valley State, streamed live on our YouTube portal. So, couple observations out here by a few of those viewing today's game. It seems like the KU draw controller keeps winning the draw, but the circle players simply aren't coming up with it, and that's got to be something to fix. And kind of what I've been saying on the offensive end, just not a lot of ball movement in the offensive end, especially in those first couple possessions. Last few possessions for KU have looked better, but they're going to have to find a way now. They cut the deficit to 1, and Grand Valley State was able to score right away. Much better job on the draw control that time. McCormick comes up with it, but Bowman cannot handle the pass. She tracks it down in the corner. Can she keep it in? Good job by Bowman using the back of the stick to keep it in. A mad scramble for it. Nobody getting down to make the scoop. And that is Elizabeth Grisco, the senior from Western Springs, Illinois, who comes away with it for GVSU. So KU with a big opportunity there, able to move it in the offensive end. But just like that, the turnover, and Grand Valley State back on the run. Megan Lloyd into the offensive end now for the Lakers. Lakers have done a nice job of kind of feeding that ball on goal line extended, or here on the, kind of on the wings, and then they've been able to find cutters in the middle, and I believe 3 out of 4 goals have been of the one-timer variety. Back behind the net as they look for it again. No cutters into the middle yet, but it seems to be only a matter of time. The Grand Valley State offense working the ball efficiently, and not a lot of drop passes out there. What you see, a good drive there to the net, and it looks like a penalty going to be called there. Lloyd lost it, had it on her left hand, and don't think she was going to get off much of a good shot. But it looks like, I think shooting space was called there inside the free position. So now Lloyd with the free position from up top, and this is the mano-a-mano, one-on-one here for Haley Klein. And she's had a tough go of it thus far, having to do a lot for KU. Lloyd to the net, good cradle there as she kind of faked the shot, but Klein turns it away. Kick save and a beauty from Haley Klein, but the Lakers come back up with it there, and that's number 13, I believe, Maria D'Angelo, that picks up the goal. Getting confirmation on who it was. Yep, looks like it's D'Angelo, so she did not start today, the senior from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, but she gets the goal. Stick check and confirmed that it was legal. So now 5-2 the lead for the Lakers. And that simply can't happen for the KU defense. You had 5 Golden Bears around there, and D'Angelo was the only Laker. Somehow she comes away with the ball, the ground ball, and then finishes it in the back of the net. And if you're Haley Klein, you're wondering, what else can I do? I turn away the free position attempt, a golden opportunity for one of their best scorers in Megan Lloyd, and a girl subs in off the bench. Maria D'Angelo comes up with the goal. So that's now second goal of the day for D'Angelo on 2 shots. About as efficient as it gets. KU comes away with the draw control. That's definitely contact to the head there. So a penalty going to be called, and it looks like that's going to put KU up a man as number 3, Erica Newman, going to the box. So now KU's got to take advantage of this opportunity. Now looking at a 3-goal deficit like they were early in the game. Devin Fitzpatrick able to draw the foul on the draw control. And now playing a player up as Newman sitting over there by the scorer's table. Restart, and Fitzpatrick streaking towards the net. Fitzpatrick has options if she wants it. KU going to work it around. Behind the net, that's Carlucci with it. Carlucci, the senior from Wayne, New Jersey. Carlucci in front of the net, turned away, and can't find anybody. So, that's kind of what we've seen here early on. A lot of one-on-one play for the KU offense, and not really doing what the Lakers have been doing, which is sharing the ball well and keeping their defense on its toes. Far side, that's Destiny Watkins. Watkins back behind the net. Back to Watkins. Good little 1-2 play between Watkins and Carlucci back behind. But now Watkins is being hounded by the Laker defense. Watkins looking to pick it up, and she is unable to, as that is number 19 there. And that's going to be a foul called there on Fitzpatrick. So number 19, Amy Height, comes out with it. And for the moment, a bullet dodged here. Still with a man down, as that is Newman still in the penalty box. But, a long pass there, and that's great for the Golden Bears as it misses the intended target. Looked like that was number 21, Kelly Fitzgerald. And now they're able to move it forward, still a girl up. So that's Fitzpatrick now into the offensive end. Fitzpatrick trying to go one-on-one. Fitzpatrick, good roll dodge. Oh, she had Bowman in front. Elected not to share it, and then a shot by Gabriel wide. Luckily for KU, Carlucci behind the net to retain it. Quick play from Carlucci to Gabriel. Gabriel shot. And again, Carlucci will get it, but wide again. So KU has not really been on target early on with a lot of its shots. Unfortunately, some golden opportunities in front of the net, but have not been able to capitalize. Double team here. Bowman trying to do it herself. Gets it back to the left hand. Shoots on goal. And a big save there. Geez, I paused for a second because it looked like Bowman was in point-blank range. But a save from Brianna D'Amelia. And now the Lakers back to even strength as Newman out of the penalty box. And that is a huge bullet dodge there and a missed opportunity for KU that they're going to be kicking themselves for here for the rest of this game. Again, you hate to belabor the point, but it was a lot of one-on-one play there. No sharing the ball, no opportunities for one-timers on the offensive end, and especially when you're playing a player up, there's got to be somebody open out there, and you've got to do your best to find that player and get some easy opportunities in front of the net. Grand Valley State now looking to really pour it on here up 3, and they could make it 4 here in this possession. Dump inside, and for a moment that was controlled there by D'Angelo. She's able to pick it back up and finds a player behind the net. Behind the net, that's Abby O'Neill, the sophomore from Severna Park, Maryland, and a goal there for the Lakers. So looks like that was O'Neill, and she found Sarah Staggard. So despite it being a Laker goal, good to see Staggard kind of back in her home area, the native of Allentown, PA, and somebody that the assistant here that I work with, CJ Hemmerly, covered in high school, said Sarah was an outstanding high school player at Parkland, and looks like she's been doing a pretty good job here now in her collegiate career. 17 goals last season, and she gets herself on the board today with that one. Staggard assisted by O'Neill, her first of the season. So now this is really the point in the game where you see it getting away from teams. A lot of times in women's lacrosse, you see a lot of lopsided scores. And this is kind of the point where you're down 3 or 4 goals that if you don't make a push now and you're not able to at least get 1 or 2, it can quickly turn in to 9 or 10. Penalty called there. And now that is Sophie Conroy, the freshman from Spring Lake, Michigan, moving it into the offensive end. Lakers with possession now. And that's O'Neal working behind the net. Kelly Fitzgerald inside, and that one was caught there by Staggard, and I don't know. It doesn't look like the referees know what they're going to call out there. Looks like that's going to put KU in the box. A penalty there by Megan Vaughn, but you just see the KU defense scrambling here with this Laker offense. The way they've been moving the ball and cutting hard to the cage, that has really kept KU from being able to do much on the defensive end. So a restart here as KU sends a player to the box. Like we said, Vaughn in the box. So Grand Valley State now up a player. And this is a huge spot for KU to try to find a stop. A mishandled pass there, and they're able to come away with possession. That's number 22, Shannon Darcy with it. Darcy got to find a way to get rid of it, but she's going to benefit from that call from the official. Who's going to take her back into that Kutztown end zone on the far side and reset. Darcy moving forward, and she's going to draw a double team in her defensive end, able to run it out. Looks like Darcy will maybe try to go coast to coast with it, but now drawing a triple team, not much to do with it, and she steps out of bounds. So, again, a lot of individual play out there on the field, and you really have to be able to rely on your teammates in any game, but certainly in a game against a great team like Grand Valley State. You've got to trust the other players around you, and Darcy, instead of taking on the triple team, has got to find a way to get that ball to somebody else. Easy pass inside, and a fake shot. Oh, she tried to get tricky with it, and don't think she really needed to. D'Angelo could have completed the hat trick there, as she had a wide-open look. Great feed there from Kelly Fitzgerald, but D'Angelo tried to go with the fake shot and the bouncer and lost it in the process. Long run here, and it looks like that's going to be Riley Hill, the sophomore from Romansville, PA, Bishop Shanahan product. Hill able to clear it down. So KU at least able to kind of weather the storm of having a player in the box. 6-2 the score, and now need to capitalize on the offensive end. Carlucci back behind, back out top for Watkins. KU really in an extended arc, and there's just no players running through the middle. I know you're a player down. You're probably just trying to take some time off the clock, but eventually you got to find somebody in the middle. Triple team taken on there. Pass to Carlucci. She can't handle it. And back behind the net, the pickup by Elizabeth Yeomans, and the Lakers look to move it out. So KU not able to do much on that offensive possession, and now the Lakers going to have an opportunity. Still a player up, although now it looks like even strength here as they're in the offensive end. We'll see if they try to go quickly, as that is number 16, Taylor Small, racing onto the field, or it's actually... It looks like that's 16 Small racing into the middle of the field to replace Vaughn, whose penalty was over. Good feed inside, and somehow Klein finds a way to stop that, as that one's picked up now by Hill in her own defensive end. Hill fouled back there, so she'll have the opportunity to move it out. But again, a great feed there. We've seen some good passes here from Fitzgerald, the attacker. Fitzgerald, the leading assist player coming back for Grand Valley State, 11 assists last year, and you can see she is very comfortable with giving up the ball, sharing it, and was almost able to find a goal there for Ellsworth. Moving it forward is KU. A lot of speed there from Amanda Layman, and she's just simply going to run by the rest of the Laker defenders. Dumped out, and now KU in possession. That's Michaela Bowman with it, the junior from Lansdale, Pennsylvania, by way of North Penn High School. Bowman up top, taking the double team, trying to work it into the corner. Lauren Schmidt with it. Schmidt going to go back behind the goal, actually able to cut in front, gets it over to the left hand. Not sure if she ever got the shot off. Might have gotten knocked away. Back into the goalie crease, and I think a penalty called there first hard to know if they're going to call a goal or not. We will see. Would have pretty much been an own goal if it is one. Yeah, so actually in the scramble in front of the net, it's going to be Emily Smith that last touched it, and she was sort of checked into the goal, and it rolls in. So not the prettiest goal you'll ever see, but Smith will take it, and so will KU as they cut the lead to 3 with 8:50 left here in the first half. So for Smith, that is her second goal of the season. And again, sort of a look what I found type of goal where she was just in front of the net, right place, right time, and it found its way in. And I think D'Amelia, the goalkeeper, was confused about how that even found its way into the back of the net. But like we said, KU will take it. And 6-3 now. If they could get one more before halftime and have the lead for Grand Valley State at a manageable 2, they can certainly make a push here in the second half. It hasn't been a lopsided game, but Grand Valley State on offense just has been virtually unstoppable, save for Haley Klein, who's really done a nice job between the pipes in stopping some great chances for the Lakers. Far side, with it, that's Schmidt. Spin move there. Back behind. Looking for somebody in front. That's number 14, Skylar Simmers, the redshirt freshman from Davidsonville, Maryland. Good feed inside. Oh, look there for Erica Newman, but she lost it in the transfer, luckily for KU, as she was streaking towards goal. Back out top. That's Megan Lloyd with it. Lloyd looking to go to goal. No call there as Lloyd knocked to the ground. Good defense there by KU. You usually see the whistle blown there, but play on, says the refereeing crew. Grand Valley State still with the ball, 26 seconds on the shot clock. So they're going to have to work it around and look for a shot here shortly as that shot clock's starting to run down. Back out top, far side corner. Inside, oh, that was there, but unable to find. Looks like that was number 25, Schizler on the inside. Grand Valley State couldn't find her, and looks like they're going to call a free position here for number 18, Detema. So talk about a bailout, as she is now able to have the free position here with 9 seconds on the shot clock, and she's probably going to shoot it anyway, but she's got to shoot it. Great save by Klein as Detema goes low. Scramble in the box. Shot clock has reset. KU's got to find a way to come up with the ground ball, and looks like they do not, as a penalty called there on covering the stick, looking for the ground ball. And Grand Valley State with the ball in its own offensive end, looking to attack quick, and that's high off the iron. So KU just kind of surviving out here, able to get that, what some may say, a cheap goal on the inside, and then able to have that one clang off the top of the crossbar, but stays out of the net. Score 6-3 as they look to move it forward. Again, Darcy looking to move it forward. Swings it to the far side, and now KU able to complete the clear. That's Emily Smith trying to go one-on-one. Smith with the pass, and it is way off as Watkins has to let it roll out of bounds. But just in contrast on the offensive end, when you see the Lakers on offense, you see a lot of players in that free position area right in front of goal. And not only does it kind of cloud the vision for Haley Klein, but it certainly creates offensive opportunities. For KU, they're out around the key pretty much for the entirety of the time. When you look at it here, nobody on the inside. And frankly, that just doesn't create very many good offensive opportunities. Smith with the ball up top. And now that's Schmidt with it. Again, around the key, nobody in the middle. Schmidt, far side, looking for Watkins. Back up top to Schmidt. Schmidt with the spin move. Trying to go inside, no space there. Off of Watkins' stick, comes back down to Schmidt. A pass there is way too hot for Emily Lieb, and a turnover on the offensive end for the Golden Bears. So a couple good possessions on offense here in the middle portion of the first half, but at the beginning and the end of the half, just nothing doing on the offensive end. KU able to get a turnover there. A wayward pass wasn't handled well there by number 18, Detema, and it comes down to Kutztown. So, again, the bend but don't break defense has worked thus far. You're only down 3 goals. But, again, on offense, you've got to find a way to get away from this one-on-one game that we've seen for a lot of the first half and really look to play some team ball, share it, and make things harder for Brianna D'Amelia. D'Amelia's made some good saves, yeah, but on a lot of hard angles for Golden Bears in shooting. And from a former goalkeeper myself, being a former goalie myself, it always helps when players are coming from the side. You're able to cut down the angle, and they just don't have a lot of space to shoot at. Bowman around the top. More working around the key for the KU offense. Gabriel able to get it in. Drives to goal, and Gabriel going to draw the foul. It looks like it might be a penalty box variety. Gabriel for sure going to have the free position. And no one going to the box, so it looks like the flag came out. Gabriel with the free position on the far side. 4:23 left here in the first half. A goal here for KU would be huge. Restart. Gabriel takes it in. Shot and saved there by D'Amelia. So, again, a tough angle for Gabriel, but D'Amelia can't handle it, and Gabriel comes away with the ground ball on what looked like was going to be a clear attempt. Dump inside, and now D'Amelia comes up and intercepts the pass. Great play there by D'Amelia. After mishandling the first opportunity she had to get the clear, she makes up for it and is able to steal that pass away. It was a good thought there by Gabriel to feed the middle, but nothing doing there. And I know, for what it's worth, on those free positions, I'm always a fan of going low. The goalie is going to be holding the stick high. You want to try to change the levels of the stick and get that short bounce shot that kind of short hops the goalie. And as long as you're able to get it through the legs or around the keeper, it's a really tough one to save. Gabriel shot high right into the goalie's stick on the free position. And frankly, that's an easy save for D'Amelia, regardless of it being on the free position. So now, just about to the 3-minute mark left here in the first half. 6-3 the score. Grand Valley State looking to add in their own offensive end. Somehow Staggart stays on her feet. Is turned away by the KU defense. Stays up and lives to fight. Good cut there with the ball by Sophie Conroy. She moves it back out. Far side, more good ball movement. Great pass inside. Staggart off the pipe. So another great offensive possession for Grand Valley State. They had a wide open Staggart going in for the goal, but she clangs one off the pipe. So that's now 2 off the cage here in the last probably 8 or so minutes of the first half, and that certainly helped KU. It could easily be 8-3, but right now, score just 6-3, down 3 goals. Working to the middle of the field, far side. If she wants it, it's there, and she does. That is Megan Lloyd who takes possession, and Grand Valley State now going to work around for another good shot. Good patience shown by the Lakers on the offensive end, and I just like the way they have themselves set up. They kind of have 2 tiers of players. They've got 3 around the arc, and then they've got 2 in that free position area, 2 behind the net, and that really creates problems. You've got the short cutter, the long cutter, and then the weak side, which are all open or have been on the offensive end. Spins back to goal. Tough angle shot there. That one's never going to go in. So fortunately for KU, they're able to dodge that and a penalty called. So now Klein will have the opportunity to move it out, and we'll see if there's probably about 20-second difference between the shot and game clock. We'll see if KU can first complete the clear, but then get themselves a good offensive opportunity here as the first half winds down. Again, the score here from Andre Reed Stadium. Number 22, Grand Valley State, 6, and Kutztown, 3. You're watching Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse on the Golden Bear Network. Brought to you by the Kutztown University Sports Information staff. And broadcaster today, Darren Yergin, on the call. Behind the net, Michaela Bowman with it. Bowman now looking for some cutters. KU populating that middle area, much like we've been begging for, and doing a good job of that here in this possession, at least for a moment, but now they're going to back it out. One-on-one play, Watkins tries to go in, and she loses it, taking on 3 defenders as the Lakers get it back, and now the shot clock turned off with now a minute left here in the first half, but Grand Valley State will have plenty of time to get a goal if they can complete the clear. All the way down the field is number 6, Ashley Bailey, and she is able to burn both KU defenders and get into the offensive end. A lot of space now for the Lakers on offense. Good turn away there. That's Devin Fitzpatrick, who was able to turn away number 8, Elizabeth Yeomans. Fitzpatrick, the freshman from Marltown, New Jersey. I've been impressed by Fitzpatrick today. That shot, Klein lost it on the ricochet. Ends up behind the net, and the Lakers retake possession. Boy, tough play. Been pretty physical on the inside. Number 5 there, Sophie Conroy, took the worst of that for the Lakers, but now a penalty called, as it looks like it's going to be a free position for Grand Valley State. We'll see if Haley Klein can do what she's been doing all half and stand on her head once again, turning away. The Lakers, great shot there. Wow, talk about a rip shot there from Staggart. She hits the inside of the mesh right next to the pipe on the right side. Good shot there. Klein had no chance on the free position, and that's a big blow now, as KU going to be looking at this 7-3 deficit unless they're able to score in the last 16 seconds as they go into the half. Nothing Klein could really do about that. Great shot by Staggart. You usually see a lot of players go across their body with the shot, but she keeps it on the near side, shooting from, well, I guess it would be the far side for you on the stream. So shooting from the near side, rips it far side, and past Klein for a big 7th goal, and that puts your team up kind of that magic number of 4, in which the game feels pretty comfortable as long as you keep that lead. Draw control there for Grand Valley State. Sophie Conroy with it. We'll see if the Lakers try to move it forward quick. 8 seconds left, quick reset, and for some reason the clock stopped there for a moment as the reset was quick, and the clock stopping, that almost ended up burning KU as it goes out of bounds, and that will end the first half. So your score here from Andre Reed Stadium, number 22, Grand Valley State 7, and the Golden Bears 3. We'll be back here in just about 10 minutes to get underway for the second half. Again, the score of GVSU 7, KU 3. You're watching Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse on the Golden Bear Network. And we're back here from Andre Reed Stadium. First half score, or beginning of the second half, so score in the first half, Grand Valley State, the number 22 nationally ranked Lakers, 7, and your Kutztown University Golden Bears, 3. Just about set to get back underway, but we'll run down the halftime stats after the opening draw control here from Andre Reed. See which team will come up with it, and it looks like the Lakers, who will now be traveling left to right on your stream, switching sides, KU going right to left. Lakers in their black jersey, white numbers, and Grand Valley State underneath. And KU in the white jerseys and maroon numbers. And that was quick as the Lakers get an early goal just 21 seconds into the second half and take an 8-3 lead. So we'll run down the halftime stats as they reset. So Grand Valley State with 21 shots compared to 11 for KU. KU with the lead in ground balls 16-12. GVSU the lead in draw controls 6-5. In clears, Grand Valley State 10 for 14, KU 8 for 11. Free position shots 2 for 6 for Grand Valley State and 0 for 1 for KU. 9 saves in the first period for Haley Klein. 14 turnovers for Kutztown compared to 10 for Grand Valley State. 5 saves for Laker goalkeeper Brianna D'Amelia. So now the score 8-3. As Grand Valley State gets it going early, and they're able to win the draw control. That is now number 18, Megan DeTama, moving it in to the offensive end. Lakers looked excellent on offense there in the first half and wasting little time to get it going here again in half number 2. Towards the goal, wide open shot, and she's wondering herself how she missed it. Abby O'Neill had a lane to the net, had it back on the left hand. Always tough when you're not a lefty to get that shot off with the left. And O'Neill's shot went high and over, but she gets it back, rips a shot upper left-hand corner, and that one had a smoke trail behind it, as just like that, O'Neill makes it 9-3. So for KU, they wanted to find any way to chip away at this lead here in the start of the second half, but have done the exact opposite and given up 2 goals in the first minute. And now KU is on the ropes here, down 6, and really can't afford to make the deficit any bigger. O'Neill with that second chance opportunity. That's her first goal of the day. O'Neill also had an assist there in the first half. For GVSU, Staggered with 2 goals, Newman with 2, D'Angelo with 2, Schizler with 1, Ellsworth with 2 assists, Fitzgerald with 1 assist, and now O'Neill with a goal and an assist for Kutztown. Goals from Emily Smith, Destiny Watkins, and Sarah McCormick, and the lone assist picked up by Sarah Gabriel. Lakers in their own offensive end. That's O'Neill with it again. Great feed inside. Not broken up there by Klein. I thought it was, but instead it's a quick stick action, and Ashley Bailey with the goal. So by my count, that's 1 minute and 9 seconds in the second half and 3 goals for the Lakers as it's starting to get away from the maroon and gold. And Kutztown going to have to take a timeout as the defense starting to crack. Haley Klein starting not to be able to do what she did in the first half. So we're going to step aside here with your score from Andre Reed Stadium, number 22, Grand Valley State 10 and KU 3. You're listening to and watching Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse on the Golden Bear Network. All right, both teams have broken the huddle here. We're back from Andre Reed Stadium watching Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse. And the score, 10-3 in favor of Grand Valley State. It was 7-3 just a minute and 9 seconds ago, but KU opens the second half, surrendering 3 consecutive goals. Really, Grand Valley State, all they did on those 3 goals, win the free position, beat KU down the field, and put it in the back of the net. So we'll see if KU can maybe do that here on this possession, but they do not win the free position. Tama not only controls it, but ends up with the ball, as she'll now move into the offensive end. Backside of the net, feed to the middle, shot there, and a goal ripped by Erica Newman between the legs of Haley Klein. And the Grand Valley State offense, firing on all cylinders is an understatement. They have just been so efficient on the offensive end, pinpoint passing there as Newman finishes it with a nice little sidearm shot through the legs of Haley Klein. So now in a minute and 27, 4 goals here to start the second half for the Lakers. So obviously, I thought the Lakers played a great first half. They must have not felt the same way as they come out guns a-blazing here in the second half. 4 goals so far as they take the 11-3 lead. Draw control here. KU's got to try to find a way to come up with it in possession. Having trouble scooping it up, but eventually with it is Lauren Schmidt. And Schmidt will be able to move into the offensive end. She better watch her back, as that's number 6 there. Ashley Bailey putting pressure on. Now Darcy moves it into the offensive end. Darcy with it. A defender going to look to get rid of it. And Darcy knocked to the ground there by Erica Newman. A foul called. Darcy hit the deck hard, and I know Darcy did the same in the first half, so maybe a little bit of payback there from Newman as she knocks Darcy to the ground. Penalty there as KU will be resetting. Darcy with the ball as a defender and someone not as comfortable carrying it. She should be looking to get rid of it, but we will see here on the reset. Darcy does do that exact thing, gets rid of it. Behind the net, that's Lieb. Lieb back out top. Number 29, Emily Smith with it. Working it around. Far side now. Back out top to Schmidt. KU with a little bit more presence in front of the net. A good cut there by Michaela Bowman. She does not find the ball. Schmidt going one-on-one, and it's knocked away there and scooped up. It looks like that is number 2, Elizabeth Grisco, who scooped it up, and the Lakers are on the move. Upfield, quick clear for Grand Valley State. Oh, that pass was just a little off. Now, as they've been moving it quickly, it's honestly been hard for both our broadcaster here and our camera to catch up with how quick the Grand Valley State offense has been moving it down the field. Near side, now that's Staggard, the Parkland product. Looking for the hat trick. Bounce shot. Doesn't find its way through, but Grand Valley State ends up with it behind the net. Feed in front, and a wide open Newman was unable to make the catch, but a great save by Lloyd. That ball was rolling back towards the restraining line, and she's able to keep it in and retain possession for her team. Spin move there. That one knocked away for a moment. Comes back down to the Lakers, though, and they will reset. So we can finally catch our breath here as Abby O'Neill looking to work it around, but a lot of action here in the last couple minutes, and unfortunately for KU, a lot of good action for Grand Valley State as they now hold the 11-3 lead. Out top, that's Abby O'Neill with it. O'Neill looking to go one-on-one. O'Neill with it on the right side. Good shot, but just high. And retained by Grand Valley State behind the net. Quick reset now. Inside. Oh, a quick stick was there as that was number 3, Erica Newman, almost able to finish it. Not able to control. And now, oh, what a spin move there. Bounce shot. Better save by Klein. So the move there from number 15, Megan Lloyd, was highlight worthy, but Klein with the denial on the bounce shot. And she has kept her team in it. Granted, now they're down by 8, but certainly in the first half, she had 7 saves, definitely kept her team in it, but has done a nice job there with that save in the second half. That pass there, nobody as it slips out of the stick of Emily Smith. KU just kind of kicking it around, but eventually comes up to Shannon Darcy. She looks to move it out, and that's probably going to be an offensive foul. Not sure what they're going to call there. Darcy looked like she ran over O'Neill, but We'll see. Darcy feeling the effects of that going to the ground. And, yeah, that's going to be an offensive foul there called on Darcy. So recklessly running over the other player. And just like basketball, can get a charge in women's lacrosse, and that's exactly what that is. Near side as Ashley Bailey with it, taking it towards the net, but Bailey will elect to move it behind. Now, the cutter was there as that was number 8, Elizabeth Yeomans, but Lakers looking for that good opportunity to put themselves up 9. Near side now, that's Megan Lloyd. Lloyd with it, back behind the net. This has been Grand Valley State's bread and butter all day, and it has worked beautifully. Working it behind, finding a cutter, streaking towards the net, and whether they've drawn a penalty, as now this is going to be their 7th free position opportunity of the game, or put it in the back of the net. KU defense has had no answer for that. Free position on the far side, tough for me to see what number that is. Get you an update on that, but Grand Valley State free position coming. Good job going across goal, shot, and goal there for the Lakers. And that looks like we're going to wait to see whose stick they're going to be checking. Looks like the stick check going to be for 5, so the goal scored there by Sophie Conroy, the freshman from Spring Lake, Michigan, product of Grand Rapids Central Catholic. And that's the first goal of the season for Conroy. And now this one is officially out of hand with KU down 9 here with 25 minutes left to go. For those of you that are not familiar with the women's lacrosse rules, once the deficit gets to 10, a running clock, essentially a mercy rule, running clock will be applied as long as the team in the lead is leading by 10 goals or more. The clock will consistently run until there's 2 minutes left in the game, of which then there will be the customary stoppage. Destiny Watkins able to pick it up on the draw control for KU. They need a goal. Watkins rips a shot low but wide. KU going to retain possession. Good shot by Watkins, but KU's got to convert on every chance it gets. Down 9, and that one a missed opportunity as Watkins had a lot of space in front of goal. Could have carried it further and given herself a more higher percentage shot. Shot there, and KU able to get it done on the quick answer, and that is number 7, Devin Fitzpatrick, that finishes it. So Fitzpatrick, the midfielder, in my opinion, has done an excellent job in possession today from Marlton, New Jersey, and now gets herself on the board with the goal. And for Fitzpatrick, that is her 2nd of the season, the assist by Emily Smith. So 12-4 the score now. KU kind of taking a page out of the Laker playbook, which is what we saw from them. Those quick 3 goals that they scored at the beginning of the half, all of them were on draw controls and simply outnumbering the other team to the cage. That's what we saw there first from Destiny Watkins, and then on the reset, the finish there from Devin Fitzpatrick. So 24-29 left here in the second half, and KU down 8. Another draw control, Fitzpatrick with it, and KU's got numbers if they want it. It's a 5-on-4. Fitzpatrick, is she going to give it off? Yes, but on the far side, and she had an open player in front of the net, and to me, that's where you got to try to capitalize. You need goals, and you need them fast, and instead of working it around, I know you may want to take the patient approach, but for Fitzpatrick, she's got to try to force that feed inside and get the goal that was there. She had a 2-on-1, but elected to push it outside. Similar in basketball, run the middle of the floor and dump it down. Don't kick it out and create basically no numbers for your team and a turnover. Now, as it actually looks like we saw a goaltending change, so that's Abigail Dangler in net, the redshirt freshman from Annapolis, Maryland, who replaced Brianna D'Amelia after the first half. So D'Amelia's day done, and Dangler is getting the second half work. And you will see that sometimes both in field hockey and in women's lacrosse. Change a goalie to try to keep your goalkeeper fresh. And granted, when you're up 8-9 goals, you can just get your other keeper some action. You never know, especially with a position like goalie, if somebody's going to get injured, and then you're going to have to call in the backup. So nice to have that experience today for Dangler. A foul called on the inside, and it looks like it's going to be KU ball. So a turnover there by the Lakers. Now KU can make a little noise here if it can get down the field quickly and get itself a goal. Triple team back there as That's going to be Emily Smith having to go back and back. Now it's over to Riley Hill. She's able to get it and can run with it if needed. Hill dumps forward, and now that's Amanda Layman as KU able to avoid the disaster there. For a moment, it looked like a sure turnover. They're able to get the clear and move it into the offensive end. That's Carlucci on the near side. Carlucci up top. Far side, Devin Fitzpatrick cannot handle the pass. Fitzpatrick needing to get down low to make the scoop. Unable to do so, but it looks like Emily Smith will save it from going over the line. See what they're going to call here. Was that just a penalty? It looked like the Laker player came over the restraining line and battled with Smith. So Smith draws the penalty. She's got the ball on the quick reset with number 18, Megan Detema, for the Lakers right behind. Watkins looks for the feed inside, a little late, but eventually finds Klebe. Gets the shot off, but they're going to call a foul inside. So Jordan couldn't get the goal, but she'll get the free position attempt. And she's now got an opportunity, the redshirt sophomore from Bishopville, Maryland, Stephen Decatur High School, Jordan Klebe, looking to get on the board. This is a big one here on the near side. First opportunity for Abigail Dangler to be tested on a free position, and just KU's second free position chance of the day. Looks like our refereeing crew trying to get people set here for the pre-position. Klebe in, wide shot. And KU retains it behind. Madison Carlucci with it. Quick reset. Back out top, and that's Devin Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with a nice move to the inside, and she'll take contact there, and she'll now have a free position as Erica Newman, the grad student 5'5" from Rockford, Michigan, now picks up the foul, and now Fitzpatrick with a chance to make it back-to-back goals. (12-4), 22:03 left here on the clock in the second half. KU looking at an 8-goal deficit. They've got to find a way to get itself back in the game. Fitzpatrick reset, free position from up top. Whistle blows, Fitzpatrick to the net. Bounce shot denied there by Dangler. Great save, and she will pick it up as it's inside her crease and move it out. Long pass there, converted by the Lakers, and they've got numbers going forward. Another great pass now, as that's Newman with it in the offensive end. Newman streaking towards the net. Great 1-2 play, and Klein thought it was in the back as it clears the net, and the Lakers retain possession. That's similar to what we saw that Devin Fitzpatrick did not do on the fast break. Work it to the corner and look for the give and go. And Newman was right there. Not sure how she didn't finish it, but now she's going to draw a foul on the inside. Great pass there on that fast break. Newman to Fitzgerald, back to Newman. And she had that golden opportunity. Now she's going to have a chance of her own up top with the free position. Refereeing crew doing a lot of resetting players and making adjustments on these free positions. Pass by Newman. And a foul called on the inside. And that's number 18, Megan Detema, that foul was committed on. So now Detema with the free position on the far side with 21:17 left here in the second half. Klein did a nice job on the free positions in the first half. Going to have to find a way to stop Detema. Detema cross dodge, and it goes right off of Klein. Didn't know if she knew where it was at, but it caroms off the goalie. And shot by Detema goes wide. Lakers controlling the ball kind of at the goal line extended on the far side. That's Newman to the net with it on the left hand. Got a little space if she wants it. Dump inside. Nobody home there. And that one picked up now by Amanda Layman. Layman can go all the way if she wants, and she will do so. As she now is going to double back and lost it right away. Layman
she saw O'Neal behind her. I don't understand how she lets that one get taken away. She saw O'Neal behind her, but just kind of forgot about the player there. And now O'Neal has wide open space to the middle, but Grand Valley State going to elect to work it around. But tough play there by Layman. She makes a great play on the clear, but then loses track of the player behind her, which I could have sworn she took a look back and saw, and that one gets knocked away easily. KU comes up with the interception on defense. Now look to move it forward. And that one going to be a foul there. Looks like it's going to go on O'Neal, the sophomore from Severna Park, Maryland, draws the foul. And now that is Shannon Darcy, redshirt freshman from Warwick, New York, moving it out. KU with the ball in the offensive end, actually at midfield. And a quick reset now as that's Emily Smith with it, moving it forward. Smith going one-on-one and will elect to shovel it out back to Klebe and now back up top. So KU's had numbers here on a few of these fast break opportunities and has just elected to work it around. And I could understand that if the offense was working well. Shot there off the pipe and picked up there by the Grand Valley State defense as the foul called, and they'll be able to move it forward. Yeah, I could understand working the ball around if on offense that's been successful for you today, but really you've done most of your scoring, whether it be on fast break opportunities or just right off the draw control. You got to try to play that numbers game to your advantage, much like we've seen Grand Valley State do with this early offense. They've got the numbers game going, wide open, nobody home. Not sure what happened there on defense, as it looked like half the Golden Bears fell asleep, and the shot finished there by Grand Valley State, and now the score 13-4. We'll get a confirmation on who scored here in a moment. But yeah, again, Grand Valley State moves the ball quickly upfield and provides that early offense. Literally nobody on the goal scorer for Grand Valley State. It looks like that was number 13, so that's D'Angelo. So that is her third of the game. So she's got a hat trick now, assisted by Kelly Fitzgerald. But yeah, D'Angelo's not going to get an easier goal in her entire lacrosse career. I know she's a senior. She hasn't had an easier one before, and she won't get an easier one yet. She ran wide open in front and probably could have sat down and read a book before she ripped that one into the back of the net. It's Gabriel now coming in to take the draw control, the senior from Felton, PA, and York Catholic, as the wheels starting to fall off the wagon for the Golden Bears, trailing by 9 here with 18 left. Draw control, taken by Kutztown, number 6, Emily Lieb with it. Lieb found Gabriel. Gabriel trying to get rid of it. Does that. Nice pass there. Connects with Taylor Small. Small stripped away there by number 21, Fitzgerald. And in the scrum, it's going to be a foul on, looks like it's actually going to go on Grand Valley State. It looked like, actually, no, it's going to go on KU. So a lot of exchanging of the ball, a little hot potato, but it's back to the correct team as Fitzgerald has it, and Grand Valley State moves it forward, and they got numbers again. Far side behind the net. Skylar Simmers with it, feeds in front, and a goal there for Kelly Fitzgerald. So, again, that has really been the thorn in KU's side all day. It's been that give and go from behind the net, cutters to the cage. And beyond this game, I mean, this game is out of hand now. Score is 14-4 as long as the stick check holds up. Yeah, so 14-4, running clock going to start. Should have actually started right now. So 14-4, but beyond this game, KU's going to have to find a way to stop that. It's really one of the most popular offensive strategies in lacrosse. Work it behind the net, and that's where the goalie can't see the ball. So if you can get the pass from behind the net, a good feed to a cutter out in front, it's that change in movement and the suddenness of it all. The goalie's going to have trouble stopping that. So beyond this game, you got to find a way to focus on that if you're Coach Jackie Stezzi headed in to the rest of the season, because obviously that is something that your team is not prepared for considering today's result. 35, Staggard comes away with it, and GVSU on the run once again. As we mentioned, a running clock now with the Lakers up 10, and they're looking to add more. Shot there, and Klein thought it was by her again, but it goes out of bounds, and it's retained there by Kelly Fitzgerald. So, stack play employed there. Nice feed. Great play call, actually, by Grand Valley State, as they kind of just clustered all their players in the middle, bunched up in front of the net, and then kind of similar to a stack playing basketball, coming around the stack was the open cutter. Just the pass not there. Far side there, and that's number 2, Megan Vaughn, who just kind of hucks it up to the sky, but somehow it finds Shannon Darcy, and she'll move it forward. Darcy going all the way. We've seen her content to do that for much of the day. Darcy looks to give it up at that point, way wide of her intended target, Emily Lieb, but it's controlled by Carlucci. Now on the far side, they're going to call, so it was a foul actually on the carry there, so no advantage now, so ball reset back out top with Darcy. The defender will look to get rid of it.
Also in for the Lakers, number 10, Olivia Esposito. Also for Lakers, number 9, Bailey Ellsworth.
Up top, that is number 6, Emily Lieb with it. Working it around the top of the key, but KU's got to find a way to get it towards the net. Down 10 goals. That's Gabriel with it, and she's hounded there by the Laker defense. Pass was forced from Gabriel. There was certainly an open player there, but it's hard to find Bowman, who's great in front of net, but it's hard to find her when you're dealing with that much pressure, and that's fortunate, as Megan Lloyd makes one of the few poor plays she's made in this game, unable to come away with that pass. Bowman looking to go one-on-one. She loses it out of her stick. Back to her for a moment, but Lloyd going to pick it up. Not sure if there was a push in the back there, but Bowman with it at midfield. Looking on the far side. KU now with it in the offensive end. That's Devin Fitzpatrick with it. Just about halfway mark. We're just at about the halfway mark left here in the second half. The score 14-4 in favor of Grand Valley State. Dump inside. Back out top, and that is Madison Carlucci with it. Carlucci finds Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick with the roll dodge, nothing there. Over on the far side, and now that looks like Watkins with it. Destiny Watkins looking to feed the middle. Way out top, as Bowman looked for a cut through, but the cuts just simply haven't been hard enough, and now that one's stolen away from Watkins. Long outlet, and if that pass is completed, and what a dime there to complete it out of the zone. Grand Valley State on the run. They got numbers. 4-on-3 here for the Lakers. Pass to the weak side. Good job working it around. 15 was there on the weak side. That would have been a thing of beauty if completed, but instead Grand Valley State will look to work it around. That's number 31, Carolina Reese with it. Haven't seen her much. Reese with the feed inside. Point-blank chance there, and another easy one here for the Lakers. Looks like this time it is number 3, Sarah Newman, or Erica Newman, the 5'5" grad student from Rockford, Michigan. And now Grand Valley State adds to its lead, making the score 15-4. Oh, and what a celebration on the far side from Grand Valley State. Maybe would have liked to see that employed in the first half when the game was a little bit closer from a sportsmanship standpoint, but I love the rowing celebration. Any coordinated team sellies like that are definitely getting a vote, positive vote from me. And rowing the boat are the Lakers today, as they are all over KU, winning this one 15-4. I think PJ Fleck would be very happy with the, for those football fans tuning in, PJ Fleck kind of coined the row the boat term first at Western Michigan and then at now where he's at Minnesota. But the Lakers taking a page out of Coach Fleck's book and rowing the boat there on the sidelines with the goal. So the assist there for Reese, the junior from Austin, Texas, gets the assist. And the goal for Erica Newman is her 6th of the day. So Newman been scoring at a crazy clip. here thus far. And looking at this, I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on Newman. But if Newman was on their team last year, she wasn't even in the top 5 in goals, and she's got 6 in one game today. Newman, a grad student, could have been a transfer from somewhere else, but it's not what we have down on the roster. And Newman absolutely lighting it up so far on offense. Actually, so last year, unfortunately, Newman could not play due to a medical red shirt. So Newman with some sort of season-ending injury. That's a goal there for KU. I think it was number 29, Emily Smith, or was it Bowman? Okay, so the team's leading goal scorer, Michaela Bowman, gets her first one of the day. Now that's 8 on the season for Bowman, but I think she would have liked to get her offense going a little earlier as her team is still facing a 10-goal deficit. But yeah, Newman was an outstanding player as a junior, second-team All-American, first-team All-North Region. Trying to find her goals. Okay, so she actually holds the Grand Valley State record for most goals scored in a career, 144 goals, of which she tallied in 2 seasons. So between her sophomore and junior year, she scored 144 goals, still the career record holder, and didn't even play last year as she's gotten one more year due to a medical red shirt, probably a tough injury there if she was forced to sit out the entire season. But Newman, an outstanding player for the Lakers. So 6 goals today, no surprise for Grand Valley State and its head coach, Alicia Groveson, player she's been able to rely on, and was a transfer from Hofstra, so a Division I transfer from Hofstra, who's made her way to Grand Valley State and is now an excellent player in Division II here for the Lakers. Inside penetration, now that's back out. That's Megan Lloyd with it. We've seen good things from Lloyd today, too. As Grand Valley State comes at you from a lot of different angles. Turnover there, the pass from Lloyd looked like it went for Detema, but it was scooped up here on the far side, and that is number 10, Olivia Esposito with it. Esposito, the freshman from Hauppauge, New York. So we're seeing some freshmen get some appearances in the game. Again, with this one being well in hand, we'd expect to see a lot of Grand Valley State subs for the rest of the way. As the running clock initiated, now about 10 minutes left, and KU down 15-5. Working to the far side, into the middle. Now that is number 30, Riley Hill with it, sophomore from Romansville, PA. Hill looking to move it forward. Good job of changing hands, much more comfortable going with the right. Hill into the zone, does not see the player behind, and nearly has it stripped away, but that's going to be a foul. So Grand Valley State's done a nice job on that, kind of just picking the pockets, trailing the KU offensive players or players with the ball, and just able to pick their pockets from behind. You got to have better awareness out there on the field and hearing those footsteps and protecting the ball. Bowman goes to the net, looking for her second one in a row. Left-handed shot by Bowman, and that's not her comfortable side, and we saw that as that shot high and over the net. It's Emily Smith with it now. Finds Bowman on the far side. Bowman looking for a little bit of space. Wind's starting to blow a little bit more down there, but hasn't really affected the game very much today. That one dumped inside, turned over, and Newman comes up with it first and then is fouled. So Newman, a midfielder, but really just somebody who's able to get it done on all ends. Offensively scoring 6 goals. She made some nice plays on the defensive end and has been running a ton today. So we'll have to see if Newman gets a little bit of a breather eventually. Near side reset. Just 8:50 left here. Looks like maybe the refereeing crew told them at the table to stop the clock because it was going to be a long stoppage, but clock back running. And Ashley Albright with it, the sophomore from Linwood, New Jersey. So kind of cool for these Lakers who are out in Michigan. They've got a lot of players on the roster from Michigan, obviously, and that's to be expected, and a few from Ohio as well. But I see, some Maryland, New York, Pennsylvania flavor on the team as well, and cool for those players, especially on their spring break trip, to kind of be able to come back east, essentially back home, and play some games in which hopefully their friends and family are able to attend, but just kind of more in more familiar territory for the Lakers coming from Michigan. Newman looking for number 7, bounce shot just wide. And she almost snuck it inside the post, but a good hustle play there down on the far side as that one is retained and possession retained for the Lakers. Fresh 90 on the shot clock. Clock is ticking down here in the second half as we're approaching the 7:30 mark left. KU down 15-5. And again, for those of you that are more unfamiliar with the rules, mercy rule in effect here with KU down 10. And that's going to be Newman with a free position reset again. As I thought the ball was actually in the bottom right corner in the end zone, but apparently it is with Newman. Free position. Newman for number 7. And why not? Lucky 7 for Newman, who is an outstanding player and has really been the thorn in KU's side today. Just scoring at will and providing anything that her team needs in general. And now that is 7 goals for Newman in this game.
Number 15, Lauren Schmidt. And for the Lakers, number 5, Sophie Conroy. Number 35, Sarah Staggart. And number 28, Megan Yoshida.
So let me correct myself. It looks like that's 6 goals for Newman. We obviously have some issue here because they haven't played a game yet, and I'm seeing on the live stats that that's her 7th goal of the season, of which is impossible because this is their first game of the season. So it's actually 6 goals for Newman, so a double hat trick for Erica, the free position goal. 6 goals on 8 shots, and all 6 of her shots on net have found the back. So accuracy, definitely a strength for Newman, and that looks like Bowman's going to draw the foul on the inside. So actually that is Smith. Correct myself. So Smith looking for, I believe, that's going to be her 3rd of the day if she can convert here on the free position. Smith actually has 1 goal, 1 assist, so looking for her 3rd point of the day, but unable to finish that one as it's saved by Dengler, and Grand Valley State moves it out. Long pass there converted to Ashley Albright. Albright into the zone. Racing in. Nobody picking her up. She's just going to be able to run right in there. This KU defense had to get back. And that's Darcy and Vaughn on the back line for Kutztown. Inside. Good shake and bake move there. Check there by Watkins, but that's for sure a cross check and a foul. So that is going to put Megan Yoshida, the sophomore from Woodbury, Minnesota, on the free position line as Yoshida looks to add to her team's scoring total. Rip shot by Yoshida way wide. So that's kind of what you see when you bring players in who don't get a lot of time. Yoshida's shot misses the net by probably a net and a half, but Grand Valley State able to take the ball back. Looks like it's coming out, so a foul called on Grand Valley State in their own offensive end, and just trying to figure out who to give the ball to, but it's now Destiny Watkins with it, moving forward. Watkins, middle of the field, finds Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, stick handling through the middle, and is able to find, looks like that's number 16 on the far side, Taylor Small. Small with it behind the net. Good defense applied there. Even this second unit, I think that's Winnie Bowles, the junior from Mason, Ohio, William Mason High School. Even this second unit for Grand Valley State has really looked good defensively. Obviously on the offensive end, maybe a little lacking. Some players that aren't used to holding the ball, but on defense, they've really just surrendered that 1 goal to Bowman. And Bowman, accustomed to getting whatever she wants on the offensive end, has had a lot of trouble. Carlucci mishandles in the back. That's a foul called back there. It's going to go on Bowles. As Carlucci going to control. Carlucci looking to get it back out in front, but there's just nobody there to pass to. Carlucci comes around the cage, and out by the crease is going to draw the foul. So Carlucci going to get the free position opportunity as Maddie looks to get on the board here. Carlucci without a goal in this one. Came into this one as KU's tied for second with Gabriel with 5 goals apiece this season. Carlucci on the near side. got Fitzpatrick right there in the middle if she wants her for the feed, but if I'm Carlucci, I'm letting it fly. Down 11, might as well take a chance and send it and look for the goal. Carlucci near side, up, down, and the bounce shot. And what do you know? The bouncer on the free position finds the back of the net. Good shot there by Carlucci. And the score now 16-6. So again, that's why I'm such a big fan of using the bounce shot on the free position. Goalie's got the stick up. They're frozen in time there. The last thing you want to do is rip it high and kind of shoot it towards their stick. Go low, change the levels, put it right through the wickets. And this isn't like hockey where the goalie, to prevent that shot through the 5-hole, can kind of get down on their knees. The goalie's going to stay straight up, and there's going to be space in between their feet, and Carlucci finds it and gets the free position goal. So 6th goal of the season for Carlucci, first of the game on her first shot of the game. And that's been a problem for KU on the offensive end. Sure, Grand Valley State is dominating possession, but 40 shots for the Lakers compared to just 22 for Kutztown. So that has been part of the issue in this one. Inside, it looks like Fitzpatrick draws the foul. Again, somebody I've been very impressed with today. Fitzpatrick has been moving the ball well. She runs well, is fast, can handle it, and can kind of do it both. Being a midfielder, does it both on the offense and defensive end. Fitzpatrick inside, bounce shot, and if it was on net, it's in. But somehow Fitzpatrick comes right back up with it as it pops up in the air. Pass inside, and that one wayward, as that's Carlucci. Now with it. Bowman on the near side. Watkins up top, and Watkins cannot handle the pass. That one out, and are the Lakers going to come up with it? No, it's actually number 6, Emily Lieb, that comes up with it for a moment, but Lieb going backwards as she will draw the foul. Lieb dumps inside, and now that's Smith with it. She's got numbers if she wants it, but again, another great check there. Looks like they're going to call a foul on number 8, Elizabeth Yeomans. But if you think back to that last play, that last opportunity for KU on the inside, that's kind of a microcosm of what's happened in this game. Smith was on the inside for the dump pass and the quick stick, but the pass from Fitzpatrick was just way too high. KU has not been able to connect on the inside on any of its passing opportunities. Most of its goals have either come on the free position or in one-on-one chances. And credit the GVSU defense, but again, that's something that Jackie Stezzi's got to focus on for her offense going forward in being able to convert on some of these plays involving several passes and controlling the ball well. Good pass dumped down there, shot by Smith, but a better save by Dangler. So Dangler's look good in between the pipes. Even as not the quote-unquote starting goalie, she turns that one away. Only 40 seconds left here. KU going to look for a goal to finish this one off in the offensive end. But really, the result very much decided as clock ticks down. Now under 30 seconds. That is Bowman with it up top. Dump down. Nice pass to Carlucci. Carlucci with the bounce shot. Wide. Like they might have tried to throw a flag there, but I don't know if that's what Coach Stezzi's upset about. She's still employing her team as if the game was a one-goal game, but unfortunately it is not. KU down 10 goals, and that's Fitzpatrick with it on the control, and we'll see what's going to happen there. Clock won't stop anyway, though, so the foul not going to be called, and that will do it here from Andre Reed Stadium. Final score, number 22 Grand Valley State, 16, and KU 6. Thanks for tuning in to Kutztown University Women's Lacrosse. Today, broadcasted by Darren Yergin, James Morta on the computer, and Olivia Novak on the camera. Thanks for tuning in, and join us next time. Again, the final here from Andre Reed Stadium. Grand Valley State, 16, and KU 6.